Oh, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? You're back with your boy Muzzy McGee. We're back for another live streaming session. We're about to get to this work, guys. I want to say shout out to you guys who are here every single day. Shout out to you guys who can only be here just for the replay section. Just thank you guys so much for helping me build this thing. I know it's not the easiest thing to do. I hope that you guys are finding benefits to what I'm doing. I hope that you will, if you're not finding benefits to it, I hope that you will give me advice and obviously your opinions on what I should do to get better, things that will help me grow, not only as an artist but as like a musician as well. And so I just want to say thank you guys for being here, and for those of you who've already given advice and have talked about things that I can do differently that will help me grow this channel brick by brick, guys, I just want to say thank you for that. Guys, for those of you who don't know, I go by the name Muzzy McGee in case that wasn't clear by the channel, okay? This channel is about, well, I'm going to go, for those of you who don't know what my spiel is, I'm going to go over my spiel real quick, which is what I like to do at the beginning of every single live stream session, obviously after I set up the my second video, my second window, so that in case something happens, or like, you know, technologically speaking, something happens or doesn't shut down correctly, or it shuts down in the middle of it, I can still see people, their chat, and I can let people know what's going on. So guys, now that I finished with that, I just wanted to say thank you for being here. Happy Thursday. Let's get right to it. Let's start off talking about what my spiel is. So this is my channel. I go by the name Muzzy McGee. This is what I'm trying to do, and this is what I'm trying to build. For those of you who are confused about that, let me go over my spiel real quick. So the channel's about 4 things. The first 2 things involve the live stream, and the live stream is broken down into 2 individual parts. The first part is the practice session, and the second part is the improvisational section. So the practice session is basically about me getting better and you getting better and us getting better as a collective, where we will move from the intermediate to the advanced, from the advanced to the expert, from the expert or the virtuoso levels of guitar playing by following this basic structure. We will do warm-ups, scales, different chords, different chord progressions, different chords and voicings, different licks of the week, different strumming patterns, different picking patterns, as well as different cover songs that we can use to help build the foundation for this channel to do the second thing, which is to get better as improvisational guitar players. Now, in the live stream session, it will just be me improving over backing tracks that have open licensing, things that will be on the playlist section of my channel. You can sit there and you can comment, let me know if I'm doing good, if I'm doing bad, if I'm doing better than yesterday, if I'm doing worse than yesterday. Let me know on a regular basis if I'm doing okay, and give me different exercises, different things that we can suggest to one another that will help us improve as a collective, as improvisational musicians. It's my sincere hope that you will not only feel comfortable but confident enough to go into the playlist section of my channel, look at the songs that I have uploaded there that, again, I did not write or did not produce, that have open licensings on them. So you record yourself playing against those songs, upload those videos to YouTube, and share them with me. And only with your permission, at least one day or maybe 2 days a month, I would like to talk about how you guys attack the fretboard using some of the instrumentals that I've used, how I've attacked the fretboard, and what we can do as a collective to get better. The third thing is basically what the whole channel is about. It's about me creating the best music I can in Logic Pro X. It's about me using my knowledge, my understanding of music theory, my understanding of the fretboard and the guitar to create the best music I can in Logic Pro X. Okay, I will be singing, I will be songwriting, I will be doing sound design projects, I will be writing different solos, and I will be writing different guitar parts for these songs, and I will be creating the best music I can in Logic Pro X. That's the whole goal of the channel. That's what I'm doing, and I'm using my musicianship, my understanding of the guitar, and the fretboard to make that happen. So 100% of the stuff I'll be putting out there, hopefully on a daily basis, obviously from Logic Pro X, will be stuff that will obviously be in an effort for me to get better with my digital audio workstation. And just in general as a songwriter. 90% of the stuff that I'll be putting out there, obviously, of that 100% will be stuff that I'm creating for myself personally. The other 10% will be split into 2 parts. Music that I'm creating with other musicians, whether it be on the internet or, you know, people who are close to me or what have you, as well as people who are working on short films. So the other 5% will be split for music I'm creating for people who work on short films. And that helps me out, builds connections, and it also gives them an opportunity to work with a musician who is creating dope stuff in Logic Pro X. Hopefully that's what they'll think, but we'll see. Lastly, guys, the fourth thing is basically what the whole channel, I ask people, because I save all these videos in the replay section of my channel, you can not only just rewatch them, but you can comment on them later. And so I not only ask people to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, but also give me advice on things that I can do to make this channel better, which is another thing, is to progressively get better at this channel, creating the best stuff I possibly can. But it requires a little bit of input. It also gives me the opportunity to, when people like and comment, subscribe to the channel, I can get enough subscribers to where I can get with the YouTube partnership program and the Amazon affiliate program, so I don't have to do too much of the second thing, which is to ask people to donate to the channel. Now, donations will always be a possibility, but I'd like to make sure that at the channel, I'm making the channel as free for you guys as I possibly can. So what I ask people to do, obviously, is like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to make a donation, you can do so two ways, directly or indirectly. So that's through my Coffee account, which would be directly. I will put that in the chat as well as the description. It is ko-fi.com/Muzzy McGee. You can donate as little as €1 to the channel or more if you'd like to do so. The second way, again, is through cryptocurrency referral links. You do not have to do this, but if you want to get involved in the cryptocurrency space, I have 4 platforms available in the description of every single video. If you spend $50 or more on any of those platforms, again, I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice, and I'm not telling you what you should and shouldn't do with your money, but if you spend $50 or more using my referral links to any of these platforms, they will offer you perks and benefits that would not normally be offered to you. Whatever perks and benefits they offer you, whether it be $20 cash back or $100 off of trading fees, they will in turn offer me as I'm the referring client. And because I'm using 15 to 20% or basically up to $100 to reinvest back in my platform last year, and this will be absolutely the last year that I'm doing it, that's how it helps out with the channel. Lastly, the easiest way to help out with the channel is to like, comment, and subscribe to me on YouTube. But I also am on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch, and now Discord. But helping me grow those other platforms, whether I'm active on those platforms or not, will inevitably help me grow my YouTube channel, which is the ultimate goal. And helping me grow my YouTube channel will inevitably help me grow those other channels. Because one hand washes the other, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get started here today. I'm going to go ahead and post, in case it wasn't clear, I'm going to go ahead and post my Coffee account into the description so that you guys can have that. Okay? You're welcome to donate if you'd like. I'd love it if you could. If you cannot do it, it is, I don't want to say it's not the end of the world, but it would be great if you could. But if you can't, that's okay. Also, let me just go ahead and post this. Here's the lick of the week. I'm going to post that as well. I'm going to go ahead and post that. And as I tell everybody every single time, if you guys can go ahead and like and copy, like and subscribe to their channels and as well, it helps them grow their content, helping them continue to get the subscriptions that they need, helps them get the notoriety that they need, and obviously helping them grow their channels will inevitably help us grow our platform because we get better, and helping them grow their platforms inevitably incentivizes them to continue to push out content, educational content that helps us get better as well. So I ask people to do that if you want to like their videos at the very least. That'd be awesome. Let me see. So that's the lick of the week, and I need to say just real quick before we get started here. All right, guys, we're going to get started here today. I'm just going to post this. I'm going to pin it. I'm going to send it, then post it and pin it. And shout out to you guys. Happy Thursday, y'all. Hundreds to everybody that's here right now. I'm going to go ahead and change this because I don't need this open anymore. We're going to go right to the online metronome. I remember you guys, yesterday, they switched up the metronome pattern, so I have to remember the tempos because it's just crazy. It's not crazy. What they did was totally normal. Totally normal. But, yeah, they just made it a little bit weirder, a little bit more difficult. So it was at 92, so I got to put it at 45 because they're playing it in double time. Oh, no, I get to go to 50, actually. 100 beats per minute, guys. We're going to get started here today. Shout out to you guys that are here. For those of you who can't be here, you're always welcome to watch these in the replay section of the channel. I hope you will. I hope that you'll like the videos. I hope that you'll subscribe to the channel. And if you have any comments that will help me grow the channel, obviously, I don't want people to say, "Yo, bro, you suck." But if you say you suck, dude, just tell me why. Maybe help me out. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to build this thing. I'm an intermediate guitar player. This is a workout session we do together. And so that's what it is. I'm not a teacher. I am a student who is helping people along and trying to help myself get better as well. So let's get right to it, okay? Starting with the alternate spider picking pattern for staying in the same position where we try not to muffin top, we try not to Quasimodo. Muffin topping is basically a term I've repurposed to describe us not having our fat fingers, as I have fat fingers, spill over onto our other strings, unintentionally muting them. I am working on a new picking grip, and I'm working very diligently to try to get it done or try to get it correct, so I'm going to keep working on it as today goes on. Let's get right to it, guys. Shout out to you guys. Happy Thursday. Let's go. Well, it went pretty well until I got right there to the very end. That is what it is. Still working on this picking grip, guys. We're going to get right. Well, I'm going to take the tempo up, obviously, to 190 beats per minute. Half of that is 95. And some of y'all are thinking, what is 95? Because like I told you the other day, the tempo has just changed. I've actually got to put this on pause real quick. Give me a second. Guess I don't have to. I had an individual from my family who called just a second ago, and they ended up hanging up the phone call, so I'll call them when I get done. But as I tell everyone, if you get a chance and somebody calls you from your family, answer those phone calls, okay? I stand by that statement. Let's get right to it. What was I doing? I turned off the metronome, so I got to turn it back on at 95 beats per minute, again, because for whatever reason, it decided it was going to double up the tempo. I tried to change it, and it will not let me do that. But again, it's a free metronome, so it is what it is. Shout out to you guys. Happy Wednesday, y'all. John Petrucci, Bite of the Mosquito style exercise at 190 beats per minute. Let's see if we can get it right with this new picking grip that I'm working on. Now we're going to get right into the alternate spider picking pattern from the 1st to the 16th fret at 190 beats per minute, or it was saying 95 beats per minute, but it's playing it in what I believe is double time. I'm trying it with this new picking grip, guys. This may not go as perfectly as I want it to go, but it is what it is. I'm going to continue to work on this grip until I get a good grip. Until I get a grip. I think I'm going to say that. That's what I want. That's what I want. Till I get a grip. Let's go. That is a tough grip. I'm still working on it. I'm going to keep working on it until we get it right, guys. Now we're going to go right into the chromatic tapping as I turn the volume all the way up on my amp or on the M audio device so that I can do so. Again, our eyes are closed, not to be pretentious douchebags, but so that I know I'm personally working on this year to make sure I do a really good job of making sure I'm never staring down at my fretboard and I'm understanding the fretboard with my imagination. It's a South Park reference for those of you who didn't know. Cite your sources, baby. Let's go. Right, and now we've got to take the tempo down to 140, 150, 160 beats per minute, which I got to do half of that. So technically it'd be 65, 70, and then 75 beats per minute because it is double timing, and I don't know how to get it to go out of that. They updated their system or whatever it was for whatever reason, and it is not. I don't know. I feel like they updated their system just to mess with me. Personally. They said, hey, Muzzy, we're going to, put you in a tough situation here where you have to figure things out for yourself. I'm like, no. We're doing 165, 130. That's 130. So we got to do 70. 70, 80, 70, 80, 70, 75, and 80. Yeah, there we are. Starting with the Brandon Dion sweep picking exercise numero uno. I'm going to take the tempo. I almost forgot to turn the volume down. Shout out to you guys who are here. Again, happy Thursday to all of you guys. I hope that you are enjoying your week, and I hope that you are working very hard to try to get better at guitar like I am. Let's go. Sounded okay. Let's try it at 75. This is 75. It's technically 150 because that's what we were working on, but it's playing this in double time, so. Right, well that sounded pretty good at 75 too. It sounded better at 70. I'm saying 70 to 75 because I had to take the tempo down half because it's playing these things in double time. For those of you just joining the channel, that is what's happening in my life with this metronome. And I don't know why. It's really annoying, but it is what it is. It's a free metronome, so I can't really complain that much. And it's, technologia. I'm going to figure this thing out, so let's go. I don't know why that just went down. Let me go. There we go. So 160 went terribly, but that is what it is, and we're not going to feel bad about it. We're just going to continue to keep pushing forward and keep trying to work with this new picking grip. As we're going to see here, I'm going to work with the sweep picking exercise numero uno. We'll see how that works out. So. Let's get right into the 75 beats per minute or the 150 beats per minute territory. I'm still working on this picking grip, guys. It's going to take me a while. It's going to take me months, maybe even years. We're going to keep working on it until I get it right, until I figure out what the best one is for me. I'm going to keep doing that. So. Well, 150 sounded better than 140. I don't know why that is, but it is what it is. Okay, we're going to go right to 160. And that says 80 beats per minute on my particular metronome, but that is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, okay? Let's go. Happy Thursday, y'all. actually made sense that 160 was worse than 150. But you know, yeah. Let's get right to the. We're gonna stay at this tempo. No, we're gonna increase the tempo up to 190 beats per minute. We're gonna start working on the scales. 195 beats per minute, which is the equivalent of 190 because it's playing these in double time. Don't know why. Don't ask. Don't know. Shout out to you guys. If you haven't done so already, I'd absolutely love it if you took 5-10 seconds to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's easy. It is for free. And it's helpful. And it makes me feel good about myself. You know how it is. I'm going to leave this page open. I'm going to have my eyes closed for a lot of these exercises. So, again, if you guys have questions and I don't get to them right away, I just want you to understand I'm not doing it on purpose, okay? I just want you to see, I just want you to understand that we're going to try to shut our eyes for these exercises because we don't want us to be looking down at the fretboard. One of the main goals that we're trying to have this year is to make sure that we are being cognizant and being aware of our fretboard without actually staring down at it. If you're going to play live, you're going to play studio sessions, what have you. If you're playing studio sessions, you can look down at your guitar. But if you're playing live, I mean, you look stupid when you look down, or at least I do anyway. So I'm just trying to get out of that habit. I find it to be a bad habit, so that's what I'm doing. So happy Thursday, y'all. Let's get right to it. Oh, again, I'm working on a new picking grip. For those of you who are just joining the channel, sometimes you're going to hear me play like absolute dog shit, and it might start off with dog shit, but that is what it is, guys. I'm trying to work on this new grip because I want to get better, play faster, play better, play more consistently, and part of that requires me changing my grip this year. So not purposefully, but I've been struggling with it for a while. So we're doing the C major scale. We're doing C major scale, C sharp D flat major scale at 190 beats per minute, and then following that up with staying at the exact same tempo and working at the C sharp, C major, C minor, and C sharp D flat minor pentatonic scales. We're gonna stay at that tempo, y'all. Let's go. First position. Second position, C sharp B flat major scale at 190 beats per minute. Let's go, y'all. Third position, C major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's get it going, y'all. Fourth position, C major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's get it going, y'all. My bad, chatties. Fifth position, C major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Sorry, my grip is slipping a little bit. Trying to still work on it. We're going to the 6th position of the C major scale, 190 beats per minute. Again, eyes are still closed, so we're not staring at our fretboards, guys. Seventh position, C major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. And now the 8th position, or the octave position of the C major scale at 190 beats per minute. Let's get it going, y'all. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get right into the C sharp D flat major scale at 190 beats per minute. I hope that y'all are playing along with me back at home. Shout out to you guys for being here. Happy Thursday again. If you haven't done so already, I would absolutely love it if you took the time and the 5 seconds it takes to like and subscribe to the channel. It's helpful and it's free. You know what I mean? Let's get to it. First position, C sharp D flat major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Second position, C sharp D flat major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. I'm sorry. Yep. Third position, C sharp D flat major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Ric Flair. Fourth position, C sharp, D flat major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Fifth position, C sharp, D flat major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Sixth position, C sharp, D flat major scale at 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Seventh position, C sharp, D flat major scale, 190 beats per minute. Y'all, let's get it going. Oh, and finally, sorry, my bad, shotties. And finally, the eighth position, or the octave position of the C sharp, D flat major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Woo! Ric Flair. I forgot where the microphone was. I've turned up this volume a little bit, so sometimes you guys are going to hear a little bit of a, I don't know what you call that, a delay, I guess, more or less, is because I have the volume up on my computer because I am technologically stupid and cannot figure out how to just make the sound come through the computer without letting it hit the microphone. Again, the OBS I've been working with for like 3 or 4 months now, and I'm still just not great at it, so I'm working hard on trying to figure out how to work the OBS as well. I also have a really old computer, so there's some functionalities on this computer that are just not adapted to what I'm trying to do here. I'd get a new computer, but your boy poor, okay? Let's get right into it. We're going to do the minor pentatonic equivalent, starting with the C minor pentatonic scale at 190 beats per minute. Let's go. new picking grip, guys. Who dis? Let's get right into the second position, the C minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Y'all, let's go. Third position, C minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go, y'all. Again, eyes still closed, so we're not staring down at our fretboards, guys. Fourth position, C minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go, y'all. Fifth position, C minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's get it going, y'all. And finally, the sixth position of the octave position of the C minor pentatonic scale at 190 beats per minute. Y'all, let's get it going. Woo! Let's go right into the C sharp, D flat minor pentatonic scales. This first one is really hard. The stretch on this one is really hard to do. No diddy. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, the pinky, index pinky, well, that's just a weird stretch. No diddy. Again. There we go. Woo! It's a tough one. Second position, C sharp, D flat, minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Yeah, let's get it going. third position, C minor pentatonic scale, C sharp, D flat minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, C minor pentatonic, C sharp, D flat minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go, y'all. Fifth position, C sharp, D flat minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. And finally, the sixth position, the octave position, the C sharp, D flat minor pentatonic scale at 190 beats per minute. Y'all, let's get it going. Woo! Guys, we're going to get right into the Find the Note. Find the Note is exactly what you think it is. I'm just going to turn this off. Again, this is an exercise that was suggested by Joe Satriani, a very famous guitar player. If you don't know him, you should look him up. He's very famous in the 90s at least. Conservatory guy said that anybody who's an intermediate guitar player should be able to find every note on their fretboard. We're trying to find the C note today. Again, we're using plus 12, minus 12 method, which allows us to find the octave position above and below the 12th fret. Basically, if you know its position below the 12th fret, or it's the fret number specifically, if you know its fret number below the 12th fret, you add 12 to that number and you find its octave position above the 12th fret. And if you know its position above the 12th fret, you subtract 12 from that number and you find its position below the 12th fret. For instance, in this case, we're using the C note, which is the one we're doing. C is located on the 8th fret. You add 12 to 8, you get 20. If you knew it was at 20, you subtract 12 from 20 and you get 8. Again, the reason how we know that it is a C note is because we are in this, we know this specifically because we are in standard tuning of E, A, D, G, B, E. Obviously, if you were not in standard tuning, you would not be on the 8th fret, okay? It's just what it is, or you wouldn't be on the 20th fret. That would change based on whatever tuning you're using. On this channel, we are always going to be playing unless otherwise specified. I don't see that ever happening, but unless otherwise specified, just assume that we are in standard tuning, okay? I don't see the point in detuning your guitar unless you are just trying to create a dope song or, maybe just trying something new. I don't know, but on this channel, we're just going to be staying in standard tuning, at least for this period of time. I can't make promises for, a year from now, 10 years from now, whatever it is, but that's what we're doing for right now. So let's get right to it, guys. Find the note. Again, this is about 2-3 minutes. We're going to finish this exercise in about 2-3 minutes. So we're trying to find the C on the low E string. We're at 8 and 20 on the low E string, which ironically enough, 8 and 20 happens to be the exact same position, exact same fret number as the high E string. So we're going back to the low E string at 8 and 20. Frets 8 and 20 on the low E string. Then we're going to go back up to the, we're going to go to the A string, which puts us at 3 and 15. Again, you add 12 to 3, you get 15. You subtract 12 and 15, you get 3. So that's simple, guys. Back to the E string where we're at 8 and 20, which puts us back to 8 and 20 on the high string. Then we go to the B string, which puts us at 1 and 13. Again, you add 12 to 1, you get 13. You subtract 12 from 13, you get 1. Guys, it's that simple. There's not a whole lot of coaching I can do here because it's not really that complicated of an exercise. But if you were struggling or have any theory-related questions, I'm very happy to answer those on the stream. But more or less, I would prefer to have them off the stream on the my Facebook or Instagram pages. That way you can just chat with me, direct message me, or message me on Facebook. Let's get right to the D string here, which puts us at 10 and 22 on the D string. Frets 10 and 22 on the D string, and now we're back to 3 and 15 on the A string. Now we're back to 8 and 20 on the high string, on the low E string, I should say. But back to as well 8 and 20 on the high E string. Okay. Now we're back to 1 and 13 on the low E string. Now we're back to 5 and 17 on the G string. 5 and 17 on the G string, which puts us back to 10 and 22 on the D string, which puts us at 3 and 15. Frets 3 and 15 on the low E string. Now we're back to 8 and 20 on the low E string. I should have said that beforehand. We were on the A string beforehand, but now we're on the 8 and 20 of the low E string. And I like to finish up by doing this thing I call the slides. Those are cool notes. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now that we finish with that, guys, we can go right into the guitar triad dictionary. We're working on triads because I said we were working on chords last year. So we've done the major, the minor, the augmented, the diminished, the sevenths, and the major seventh chords, which we almost have practically memorized. We should know what those are in every position from all 12 semitones, so all 12 keys. We're working on the major minor triads because I was told, and I'm under the impression that a lot of guitar players want other guitar players to learn their triads because it is a really important part of understanding the relationship between chords and scales. And triad is basically the most elementary chord that one can make. It involves 3 notes, and the relationship between those 3 notes basically is the stem for what makes all chords chords, and what gives chords and what adds color to chords. So building this foundation is really important. We're trying to hopefully learn all of these by the end of February. I think that that's probably going to be what it is. And then hopefully the next part of the year will be me doing an understanding 3 or 4 other different chord groups. And we'll be doing that together. So we're doing the C major and C minor triad chords. Again, I was trying to do the augmented and diminished chords. I do have a sheet for that, but I don't have them in different chords or different keys. I have it in one particular key, and I don't know exactly what I'm going to do to transpose that, but we'll get to that, guys. We'll get to that. I promise that will be something that will be addressed on Saturday or Sunday. We'll figure out how we're going to implement that later on. So we're starting with the C major triad. We're doing the C major triad followed by the C minor triad, and then we're going to go right into this C sharp on the Guitar Thinker website. It is also specified as D flat and C sharp. If you know anything about music theory, you know that those 2 notes, C sharp and D flat, are sonically identical. Go ahead and copy and paste this into the chat for those of you who would like to play along, so that you can have that. Again, I haven't had enough time to navigate really the Guitar Thinker website, but I have heard a lot of good things. I'm hoping over the next couple of weeks, couple of months, I will have that opportunity to do so. Again, let's get right to the C major triads, okay? So on this, you will see the C major triad. Though you're going to see when we go to D major triads or the C sharp, D flat major triads, you understand that C sharp and D flat are the same thing. On the website, Guitar Thinker, it's only in D flat. You can only see D flat, but understand that C sharp and D flat are positionally identical. The shape's going to be identical. Where it is going to be on the fretboard is going to be identical, and the sound's going to be identical. It's just going to be notated differently, provided you're reading sheet music. But we're not reading sheet music on this channel, okay? Because for guitar players, it's not the most necessary thing to do because of, the way that the instrument's set up. Learning sheet music is not the most effective way to learn guitar. But we can talk about it together. I know enough about music theory, and I did play trumpet for several years to do that. So let's get right to these C major triads, guys. We're going to play, we're going to do strings 1, 2, 3, then 2, 3, 4, then 3, 4, 5, and then 4, 5, 6. Okay? And 1, 2, 3 is basically E, A, D. So it'd be E, A, D, then D, A, D, E, A, D, G, then E, G, B, and then G, B, E. That's basically what that is. One more again. Let's get right into the chords 2, 3, and 4, or the triads for the C major for the 2, 3, and 4. Okay. One more again. Now let's get right into strings 3, 4, and 5, or the A, the D, and the G. Nope, the D, the G, and the E. Nope, D, G, and B. My bad, shotties. My bad, shotties. Brain ain't working. Brain buffering. Got a brain buffering situation. Now we're going to strings 4, 5, 6, which would basically be the GBE. GBE, strings GBE. So when you hear me talk about 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, and 4, 5, 6, that's what I'm talking about, okay? Those are the string notes that I'm talking about. And then now we're going to go right over into the minor triads. I'm going to go over really quickly. We're going to go to strings 1, 2, and 3, which again are the E, A, and D strings. I'm going to go over to this to see if anybody's written in the chat. Shout out to you. Shout out to you being back. We're playing same thing days ago. I was doing the same thing days ago. Yes, sir, I was. The problem is, and this is what I've said before, is because I've been trying to find the augmented and the diminished chords. So we've been working on C and C sharp, D flat major scales, which means we're doing the C sharp, the C and the C sharp, D flat, triads. I was trying to do the augmented and diminished triads, but I am purchasing a book on it actually over this weekend, and I cannot find something that I can send to you guys for the time being, or that I can post that has those particular chords. So I've been looking for them. I thought that they'd be on the Guitar Thinker website, and they are not. So I don't know what that means. Yes, sir. So we're still working on the C major and C minor triad chords. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So I hope that that's not an issue for you. I did post it in here if that's what you like to do. But like I said before, between now and the end of the month of February, for the most part, we are going to be learning and memorizing all the triads, the majors and the minors, and hopefully the augmented and diminished triad chords, because again, those are essential when you are when you're a guitar player. Essential in the sense that and most guitar players would agree, and most musicians that have polyphonic functions on their instruments will tell you, understanding the relationship between those chords, between triads and their chords, or the triads and how they're the building blocks of all chords, obviously, because it's 3 specific tones. When you flat 1 or sharp 1 or flat both and sharp both, or flat sharp 1 or flat sharp 2 or double flat or double sharp both, they determine the color of the chord. I don't know if that makes sense, but if you understand chords as there being a color palette, they give you the texture, not the texture, it's really more of a color palette for the chords. So that's why we're learning them. They're fundamental. So yeah, we're still with the C major and C minor chords, and the reason for that, or C major and C minor things, is specifically because of my inability to find the augmented and the diminished triads. That's my fault. That's my bad, shotties. Man, that sucks. That sucks. I know it's like to break strings. I bought new strings like a month ago. I have 3 packs of new strings, and I always buy those to make sure that I always have one on deck. I'll spend the $17-18 that I need to spend to make sure that I have at least a couple of them on hand. Yeah, strings are not. Just out of curiosity, I'm going to start working on the minor triads right now, but just let me know in the comment section, what strings do you use, and why do you use them? Is it because of the price? Is it because of the function, like how they work, or how you like them better, or which ones do you use? Curious. So let me start with these triad chords before I check out your response to that question. So we're going to start with the strings 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3. So we're not there. We are at, beforehand we were at, so it's, okay, here we are. Now we're going to do strings 3, 4, and 5. 2, 3, and 4. My bad, shotties. One more again. Now we're going to strings 3, 4, and 5. Okay, 3, 4, and 5 again are the A, the G, and the B string. Okay, in case that was not clear to begin with. Okay. Now finally the strings 4, 5, and 6. Again, that's the G, B, and E strings. For those of you who are confused about that, those are the strings we're doing. Oh, that's why. So we're here. One more again. Now we're going to finish up with the C major and C minor chords. I'm going to go over and check to C sharp, D flat, I should have said. And I'm just going to make sure, see what people's strings are using. Okay, I just tell her, give me the best acoustic strings. Oh, because you're on an acoustic guitar. We had this discussion. My bad, Shotty. I saw that yesterday. On acoustic guitars, I use elixirs. I don't know. It's a feeling thing. Also, it's a sound and a tone thing. It's just something you just try out new strings over time. You figure out which ones work best for you. Some people like the strings a little bit more heavier. They like them heavier, and some people like them lighter. Just depends on what you're trying to do, what feels best for you. That's my opinion. If you're bending strings and you're trying to do a lot of pitch bends, you're going to want something, I think, a little bit slinkier. I like them a little bit slinkier, but some people don't. Some people like their strings really tense. On electric guitar, like I said, acoustic guitar, I use elixirs. And on the acoustic guitar, acoustic guitar, I use elixirs. And on electric guitar, I use these Diodarios. Okay? Again, I should tell you guys, I'm not advertising for those. Those are just the ones that I use. They don't pay me. I use these strings. This is what I use. It's just a new box I happen to purchase. I'm not telling you to go out and buy those strings. They just happen to be my personal favorite. That is what it is. So yeah, and I love acoustic guitar, but I like acoustic guitar for very different reasons. I like electric guitar. Acoustic guitar is the type of guitar you play when, like, I don't know how to describe it. There's a different feeling to it. It's a different vibe. Acoustic guitar is really good if you're trying to train your grip and get more strength in your hands, but it's also a really good instrument to play if you're just trying to. Some people say they prefer writing music on acoustic guitars than they do electric. Electric helps you develop a better sound and better distortion, like really cool effects. You can do really cool stuff with an electric guitar, but a lot of people like songwriting on acoustic. So I don't know. It's to each their own. Let me just finish up with these chords here, guys. We're starting with the D flat. It says D flat major triad chords. Again, D flat and C sharp are sonically identical. They're positionally identical. Means the shapes are going to be the same. It's going to be the exact same position. It's just notated differently if you're reading a treble or a bass clef or what have you. So I don't know why I keep forgetting this chord. Now we're going to strings 2, 3, and 4. Again, 2, 3, and 4 are strings A, D, and G. Okay? One more again. shout out to you for your questions, bro. I really appreciate all these questions. I can't answer them all on stream because, again, like I'm working through a bunch of this shit, you know, and we got to get through these exercises together. But I appreciate all the questions you guys ask, man. I really do. It's fun to answer questions too. I can't promise you I'll know the answer to every question, but I can tell you how to find it. Okay. One more again. Now we're going to strings 6, 4, 5, 6. Okay, again, that's G, B, E. That's my one more again. Now let's get right into the minor triads, guys. And we're almost finished here. We're about 2-3 minutes out. We're about to be finished with this. Shout out to you guys who are still here. I hope that you guys are working. Happy Thursday to all you guys. Let's go, okay? Thank you for the questions again. Again, if you guys have questions that are going to take me a little bit longer for having conversations, it's nothing personal. It's just I only have a limited time during the week. Just ask me those questions on Instagram or on Facebook. If you haven't added me already, you should add me on one of those. And if you've already tried to and I haven't seen it, or for whatever reason I'm not seeing the request, please let me know in the chat so that I can check those things out, okay? One more again, I should say. Now we're going to strings 2, 3, and 4, y'all, which is the A, the B, no, the A, the D, and the G. I don't know why I keep forgetting those. Those aren't really that hard. Okay. One more again. Now we're going to strings 3, 4, and 5. 3, 4, and 5, which puts us at, again, the D, G, and B string. That was my one more again. And now let's get right into this last part, which is the 4, 5, and 6. The 4, 6, 4, 5, 6 chords. One more again. Yeah. Now that we're finished with that, guys, I've already posted the lick of the week into the chat. Yes, we are doing the same lick of the week. We will be finishing up with this lick of the week. Hopefully this weekend after I record it. Hopefully me doing it hopefully correctly. I have it basically memorized. I'm going to play through it a couple times here so you guys can hear it. I've got to turn up the volume here. Yeah. One more time. Pause this because we do not need that anymore. We're going to run through this a few times. Shout out to you guys for being here. Okay. E7, 10, 7, 9. I don't know what that is. Could you, like I said before, this question in particular, is there any way I could get you to record that and to send it to me on Instagram? I don't know if that's okay. The riff that you made, is there any chance that I could get you to send me a recording it, because I don't know what I'm looking at right here. I'm confident in that I can. I would love to do it on stream at a certain point. Again, I don't really do requests or whatever, but I would be happy to play it. I don't know if what I'm looking at. It says E10, 7, 9, 7. I don't know. Was that E7 chord? I don't know. Could you just send that to me on Instagram, bro, or on Facebook? Is that okay? Could you do that for me? Because then I could do that, and then I could send you something back if you want me to, or I could do it tomorrow. I just need to hear what that is. So yeah, I'm gonna get right into the lick of the week, guys. I will wait for your response. E string fret 7. Low E string fret 7. A string. Yeah, no, I got that the numbers were the fret numbers. I was just trying to figure out if you could have just played, because those are just. It seems like it's just. Is it just 2 chords? Yeah, it's dope. I mean, progressions can be done with 2, 5, 6, 7 chords. I've seen people do progressions with 1 chord. Well, not progressions because it's not really progressed to. I've seen people make dope songs with just using basically an abbreviated version of 1 chord, which is crazy. It's bananas. I've seen it. It's crazy. Um, Yeah, like I said before, bro, is there any way I could get you to send me that recording of that on Instagram, or is there some way that you could do that on Instagram? I will try to do this for you later if you'd like me to. Like I said on the live stream, I'm just gonna try to finish up working on what we have to do for today. If that's okay, I don't know if that's okay. But please message me on Instagram if you can, bro. That would actually be really, really helpful, or on Facebook, or whichever medium is easiest for you. Okay. Let me finish up with these real quick. Again, I'm working on a new picking grip, so that's why some of this stuff is going to sound like trash. I've been working really hard on trying to figure out my pick grip to try to do better with sweep picking, selective picking, alternate picking, and so I'm really working hard on that. So sometimes it's going to sound really terrible in the beginning. So. Now I'm going to get right into the OD Polyphia riff, guys. It's 11 p.m. here. Yeah, dude. If it's too late, yeah, I just forget to do this. I always forget that people live in different time zones. Yeah, dude. Yeah, send it to me tomorrow if you can, or this weekend. But just let me know, okay? My Instagram, again, is Muzzy McGee. You can check that out. Same pictures I use on my profile here because I want to try to make things easier for other people to see. Like, if you see a picture of me, then that's what it is, at least for the time being. And yeah. Let me know on Instagram or if you can send me a recording of that. I'd love to play that, or whatever the progression is that you're talking about here, because I just don't have time to do it on the live stream. But shout out to you. Thank you guys so much for your questions. Thank you guys for being here. I'm going to work on this OD Polyphia riff again, and I'm trying to work on it. Again, this new pick grip is screwing with me. Again, it's 130 beats per minute, which is divided by 265. We're going to 65 beats per minute to go work on this progression, and I'm going to try to work on this new picking grip at the same time. Y'all, shout out to you guys for being here. Happy Thursday, y'all. Shit, my bad, Charlie. Sloppy. end on that note so we can get right into these these backing tracks. Shout out to you guys again for being here. Again, I appreciate all of you guys. I know that you can't be here every single day. I'm thankful that you guys are here. If you guys could like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, that would be very helpful. It made me feel real good about myself. It also helps me grow the channel so I don't have to ask people to make donations or do any of that other stuff as often as I always do. So that would be easier. Again, one of the biggest goals of this channel is to make this channel net zero, which means it's at no cost to you as it is, or I'm trying to make it at no cost to me, so it's no cost to you, basically being all the costs, all my costs are covered. So like if I have to purchase new strings, purchase new parts for my computer, hopefully that will be just at least stuff I can take care of in case something breaks, or it is what it is. So but liking and subscribing to the channel is the easiest way to make sure that happens. So again, shout out to you guys for being here. Let's get right to it. Let's finish up strong today. Hopefully I'll do really, really well. I watched somebody who talked about improving, so I'm going to really focus on, instead of trying to play just chords, to really try to focus on the sound of the song, and really try to add to it, because that's a really, really important part of improving. It's not just about playing notes, it's about playing those notes within a context to make it musical. So I'm going to try that as well. So we're at C, F, A minor, then G. I've tried a little bit harder on that one today than I did in previous days to try to make sure that I was playing more notes than I was just actually scales. It sounded a little bit better, so it's just something I got to really work out. We're talking about Tai Chi walking. Who came up with this shit? I don't even know if this stuff. Some of the stuff is commercial for Tai Chi walking. I don't know what that means. I don't even know what that means. It's crazy. Am I the only one that gets an absurd amount of commercials from YouTube, or is that just one of the things that just happens? Like, I don't even have advertiser-based revenue. That's crazy. It's crazy. On this one is C, then G, then Kendrick Lamar in minor, then F, did not mean to end on that. I wanted to do more chords. This is another thing I have to work in, is start working with more triads and more chords that I'm trying to add into there, because those are very helpful, double stops and things of that nature. That's why I'm trying to work on some of this stuff. So, guys, I have to end this session, not the second, but I just wanted to say thank you for those of you who were here, for those of you who were able to be here. It was a much larger audience today than there was yesterday, and that happens. Happy Thursday to all of you guys. If you haven't done so already, I would love if you took the 2 seconds it takes, 3 seconds it takes to like, comment, subscribe to this channel. Not only does it help out with the channel, but it make your boy Muzzy McGee feel real good about himself, and I appreciate that. Shout out to you guys again for being here. Again, for those, I don't really like to go over my spiel at the end because I've already done it. But in case I go over this real quick resume, again, this channel is about 4 things. First 2 things involve the live streams, doing the practice session, the improvisational section, which helped me build the skills that I need to create the best music I can in Logic Pro X, which is the 3rd thing, to create the best music I possibly can for myself, for other musicians, as well as other film directors. And the last thing, or film directors. Again, I work with a bunch of amateurs, people that don't get paid. They're very good. Okay, I'm saying amateur, not in the literal sense of the word, not in a derogatorial sense. Okay, they're amateurs in the sense that they do not get paid for their work. Some actually do because they make commercials, but again, working with them, they're always looking for new music, and so that's helpful to me. The last thing is I ask people to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and to check out the replay section of my channel, to check out all the videos I have posted up there, especially the songs I put up there from Logic Pro. Again, those are called the Muzzy McGee instrumentals. Those are in a specific section. Check those out. Let me know what you guys think of those. And helping me grow those videos and help me expand on those things will inevitably help me grow my YouTube channel, which is really, really important to me, so I can do less of the second thing, which is to ask people to donate to the channel. Now, there are 2 ways one can donate to this channel. You can donate through my Coffee account. Again, that's ko-fi.com/Muzzy McGee. If you would like to donate, you can donate as little as €1 to the account or more. If you'd like to do so, that's very helpful. Another way you can do so is to get involved in the cryptocurrency space, and by using my referral links to sign up. And if you spend $50 or more, they will offer you perks and benefits that they will in turn offer me as I'm the referring client, because it's a refer a friend program. And whatever they offer you, they will in turn offer me. And as I'm using 15 to 20% of my total gains to reinvest back in the platform, that's how it helps out. Lastly, guys, subscribe to me on YouTube. Okay, helping me grow my YouTube channel is the best way to help me grow this channel. But also, another great way to help me out is to help me grow my other accounts. I'm currently on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and now I have a Discord account. Helping me grow those other platforms will inevitably help me grow my YouTube channel, and help me grow my YouTube channel will inevitably help me grow those other accounts. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you so much for being here today. I will be back tomorrow and the day after, the day after. For those of you who don't know, guys, I go by the name Muzzy McGee. This is my channel. This is what I'm trying to build. I'm going to continue to build this thing brick by brick, but with your help, we can make it happen more quickly. Okay, love you. Bye.